Hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Abdul Jabbar and today I'm going to be sharing with you 8 reasons to break up with someone you love. So let's get right into it. So when you are in a relationship and things are not working the way you expect them to be, you'll have to break up with that person, and this will save you so much time. You'll not waste your money, you will not waste yourself trying to figure out things that can't work. And I linked the video that I did, which was about how a relationship can ruin your life. So if you haven't watched that video yet, you should check into it. So let me just get right into it and share with you 8 reasons to break up with someone you love. So sometimes love is not enough, and you'll have to break up when you don't see the things you expect to see in a relationship. So the first reason to break up with someone you love is when you don't see the future with them. So there are so many things that will let you see the future with someone, and at the same time, when you see the way your partner handles himself or herself, it can make you just feel like there is nowhere you are going with this person. For instance, if your partner is very lazy, he or she doesn't do anything, and he or she doesn't do anything to change that, you'll have no choice but to end that relationship, because there's nowhere you'll go with such kind of a person. You need someone who can support you, someone who will build you, someone who will help you out when you are stranded, and this is the kind of person you should be looking for. So if your partner doesn't offer that, and you have tried everything to change him or her, the only option you'll have is to end that relationship, and this will save you so much time, so much stress and headache. So when you don't see the future with the person you're dating or the person you're in relationship with, the only thing I'll advise you to do is to end that relationship if you have tried everything. If you have tried everything to make your partner change, or to let your partner know that what you expect of him or her, and he or she hasn't decided to do anything about it, then don't be with that person, because that person will waste you a lot of time, and will later on regret it, because your partner will keep on dragging you behind. The moment you want to move forward, your partner will only pull you back by maybe doing so much that you don't appreciate, and you'll also be working too hard to take care of things that your partner doesn't. So when you see there's no future with that person, maybe by the way he or she treats you, by the way you handle each other, and other so many things that makes you see that this relationship is not going to go anywhere, then you should break up with that person, no matter how much you love him or her. And that is what will save you so much time and headache in the long run. So let's go to the next point. When your partner is too dependent on you. Being dependent on your partner is not bad. Your partner should be dependent on you, and you should also depend on your partner on some other things. But when it comes to an extent that your partner is over dependent, this is what will ruin things. So let me talk about it here so that you can understand why it's one of the reasons you should break up with someone you love. For instance, if your partner is too dependent on you for, maybe let me say, on the financial side, your partner is too dependent on you, he or she expects you to buy him or her expensive things, and he or she expects you to spend so much money on him or her, and at the same time your partner does nothing to change that. So this is a reason you should break up with that someone, no matter how much you love him or her. You'll have to break up with him or her because there is nowhere you're going to be with that person. That person will keep on dragging you behind, just like the first point explained, when you don't see a future with someone. So the same thing applies here. So if your partner is too dependent on you and you have tried to show him or her a way out on how to rely on himself or herself, and he or she doesn't want to change, you'll have to break up with that person. That person will keep on pulling you back. You'll never grow financially, and life will be so hard for you, and that is not something you want, and that is not something you want to find yourself in. So if your partner is too dependent on you, you'll have to break up with him or her, no matter how much you love him or her. So let's go to the third point. When the relationship is too toxic, you should just break up with that person, no matter how much you love him or her. Toxic relationships are not healthy relationships. So when your relationship is too toxic, to an extent that your partner hurts you, and you feel so bad about yourself when you're in that state, and your partner does things that makes you feel useless or worthless in that relationship, you should end that relationship. Don't convince yourself that you'll try your best to change your partner, because at the long run you'll get stuck into that relationship and this won't help you at all. So when the relationship is too toxic, your partner hurts you, or let's say, also a relationship can be toxic in a way that maybe your partner is controlling you. You don't have control of your life anymore, and your partner does this on purpose. Even after talking to him or her, he or she doesn't want to change that. You should just end this relationship, because you'll just be in a prison and not in a relationship, and that is not what you signed up for. So when your partner is doing things that hurts you physically or emotionally, and your partner controls you in a way that you don't appreciate, the only thing you should do is just to end that relationship, because that is not a healthy relationship for you. You'll never be happy in such kind of relationship, and your life will suck, trust me. So let's go to another point, which is the fourth point, on reason to break up with someone you love. When the relationship doesn't feel right. So let me say you had a crush on this person, and you just decided to move things fast because you felt that he or she was the right person for you. You started dating. After 1 week, there is no connection between the two of you. You don't feel the vibe anymore the way you used to. Imagine it's just after 1 week. So when you're in this kind of situation, you'll have no choice but to break up with that person, no matter how much you feel you love him or her. So sometimes you may think that you're in love with someone, but the only thing that attracted you to that person is just maybe the appearance or how they handle themselves when they were doing something and you were around. So there's so many tiny things that can make so many people fall in love, but at the end they realize that it's not love, and it was just lust that made them move into such kind of a relationship. So when you love someone just because of the tiny details that maybe I've talked about, let me say, and after a week you feel that the relationship doesn't feel right, you don't connect with each other the way you expected it to be, and you just feel so left out in that relationship. You keep on thinking that this relationship is not going to work anymore. It just doesn't feel right for you. So if this is what you're feeling and you have been trying to fight it off, then I will advise you to end that relationship, because there's no way you will be happy in such kind of relationship. When you find the right person, let me just say this something so that you can understand how this goes. So when you find the right person, you'll just feel it within your heart, deep down. You'll just know that this is the right person, and this is the person I should stick with, because everything between the two of you will just connect very easily, and you will not just waste so much time trying to figure out what you should do to please your partner. You'll just connect automatically, and that is how love should be like. But when you're with someone and you constantly feel worried, and you have so many doubts about that relationship, and you have been trying so hard to change that, but nothing seems to be working, then that relationship doesn't feel right at all, and you should just end it, no matter how much you love that person, because this is what will save you so much time, and this is what will prevent you from hurting yourself and the person that you are with. So let's go to the fifth reason on why you should break up with someone you love. When they don't respect you. So if your partner doesn't respect you, no matter how much you love him or her, you should just end that relationship, because there is no way that relationship is going to be better for you. When your partner doesn't respect you, there is so much that can go wrong. It's just like trust. Yeah, you can't love someone that deeply if you don't trust them. There's so much that can go wrong, and you should not just waste your time trying to be with someone who doesn't respect you at all. No matter how much you love that person, you'll have to end that relationship. So let me talk about something here, so that you understand and see the reason why you should end a relationship with someone who doesn't respect you. The first thing is that someone who doesn't respect you will never listen to you. Yeah, that person will never listen to you, because they think that they are better than you. So when you try to share your opinions with them, they'll turn you down. They always belittle you. They will embarrass you in front of other people. They will humiliate you. There are so many things that someone who doesn't respect you can do, and this will end up making your life a living hell. So why should you be in such kind of a relationship with someone who does all these things to you? Also, someone who doesn't respect you will invade in your privacy, and he or she will not respect your family or your friends. So this kind of a relationship will not make you happy at all. So the only option you'll have here is to just end that relationship and move on with your life. And this is the fifth reason why you should break up with someone you love. So sometimes love is not just enough, and when things don't work the way you want them to, you should just end that relationship before it ruins your life. So let's go to the next point, which is a reason why to break up with someone else. The sixth point, when they can't give you the happiness you want. We all enter in relationships to find the happiness. So for instance, when you are first attracted to someone and you think of being around them all the time, the only thing that you want from them is the happiness. But when you find yourself that you are attracted to someone and the only thing that you want from them is their sexual connection with you, then this means that is lust, and that is not love anymore, and you should not think that it's love. So when you want someone, there'll be just an excitement that will be within you. You'll feel so happy to be around them, and this is what will make you feel that you have something to connect with the other person. The only thing you'll need from them is to be around them, go out with them, share so many things about yourself with them, and this is what will make you feel happy. But when you're with someone who can't give you the happiness that you want, no matter how much you love them, no matter how much you find them attractive, you'll have to end that relationship, because the only thing that matters in every relationship is the happiness that you attain from it. So when your partner can't give you the happiness that you want, then this means he or she doesn't handle you the way you want. He or she doesn't meet your expectations, and that is why you are not happy in that relationship. Also, it can be that your partner doesn't treat you the way you want, and your partner doesn't make any effort to change that, and that is why you are not happy in that relationship. So you should not force yourself to be in a relationship that you are not happy with, because this will end up messing your life, and you'll regret so much time that you wasted trying to figure out what to do with such kind of a relationship. So guys, if you are in a relationship and you're not happy and you have tried everything that to change the situation, but nothing seems to be working, the only thing I would advise you to do is to end that relationship, and this is what will save you so much time, so much headache, and you'll be able to focus on what matters, because being in such a relationship will only waste your time, and you'll later on regret it. So when your partner can't give you the happiness that you want, no matter how hard you have tried to add the excitement, to mix things up, to put more effort into it, but nothing seems to be working, you just have to break up with that person, no matter how much you love him or her. So let's go to the 7th point. So before I go to the 7th point, guys, so if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe. If you find value, share the video with other people so that more people can view it, and hit the like button so that the algorithm can favor me. So guys, thank you so much if you have made it to this point. This means so a lot to me. So let's go to the 7th point. Is when the relationship feels like a burden to you, you'll have to break up with someone, even if you feel you are so much in love with that person. So let me share with you something here so that you can understand what I'm talking about. So when a relationship feels like a burden to you, this means that it's not going the way you expect it to be. This means that there is so much tension within that relationship. So many things in that relationship are not right. There are so many things that you have to fix. There are so many broken links. There is trust issues, over-dependence. There are so many things that are going wrong. A relationship doesn't have to feel like a burden. So the moment when you find yourself trying so hard to make a relationship work, and you have tried everything to change it, but nothing is working the way you want it to be, the only thing I'll advise you to do is just to end that relationship. Just break up with that person, no matter how much you love them. Yeah, relationship should be something that grows automatically, something that connects easily, something that makes you feel at ease, something that makes you feel comfortable, and it doesn't have to be a chore. So if you find a relationship being a burden to you, no matter how hard you have tried to make things seem easier, then it means you should just end that relationship because you're not in the right one. So don't force yourself on that, because you'll end up hurting yourself. Naturally, a relationship should be just easy. Should be easy. Yeah, it should be easy. You shouldn't waste so much energy trying to love someone or make a relationship work, because that's not how it's supposed to be. So if your relationship stresses you so much, give you so much troubles, and you never even have a single time maybe of enjoying that relationship with your partner, then that feels like a burden to you, and you should just end it. Yeah, no matter how much you feel you are in love with that person, because there is no way that relationship is going to survive. At last you feel exhausted by it, trying to fix things, to make things work, to fix all the broken links, and try to make it feel natural. You'll end up feeling exhausted. You'll end it up, and when you end it, after maybe 1 year or 1.5 years, you'll regret that. You wasted so much time trying to make it work, but it never worked. So when your relationship feels like a burden and you have tried everything to make it feel easy for you, to make things work easy, to make yourself feel like you are doing the right thing, and nothing seems to be working, just end that relationship. That's what I can advise you. So the last point that I want to be talking about on the reasons why you should break up with someone you love is when you prioritize don't align. When your priorities don't align. So what do I mean by this? For instance, if you guys have different plans in life, this is going to be hard for you to stay together. For instance, if your partner wants kids, and on the other hand you don't want to have kids anymore because of your personal reasons, this relationship is not going to work, because you guys want two different things, and no matter how hard you try, and this relationship is just not going to work, because your priorities don't align. You all want different things. For a relationship to work, two partners should have the same things. Should have the same goals. You should have the same goals. I mean, I'm not talking about the external goals of maybe of working. Maybe you all should work on the same company, or maybe all you should want the exact same things. But I'm talking about things that can potentially end up your relationship. For instance, the issue of kids that I talked about. Also, maybe if your partner just wants to have fun, maybe he or she doesn't want to make that relationship official, and on the other hand, you want to move your relationship to the next level. Maybe this guy or this chick you're dating just wants to date, but not turn things around. But you feel like you need to make this relationship in a way that will favor you, in a way that you'll move from one step to another. So when you feel that you want different things, and those things can't make your relationship survive, then I will advise you to break up with that person, because there is no way you are going to move forward if you all want different things. Yeah, so guys, if you've reached the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and if you're new to my channel, kindly subscribe and hit the like button so that this video can go to more people out there who are struggling with this issue. So guys, thank you so much, and see you in the next